Hello guys, a beautiful morning to all of you. Now I'm in Ooty, the most important tourist destination of South India. In fact, all of you would have visited this place at least once. So right now I'm in an ancient jail. So you can see the board there, ancient sub jail, 1865 to 69. So it's not just a geographical place as like the beautiful valleys and mountains and valleys and hill slopes of Ooty. It's not just that, it's a area of historical significance as well. There are quite many important historical spots here. So here, let me get to this prisoner's cell here. So how do you feel getting to a jail getting into a jail of 1869, going back to a century and a half? But I'm glad to see that they have restored or sort of maintained this so well. It still looked like very fresh. So congratulations to all those guys who put their effort to maintain this. So this is one of the prisons, prison number 1 here. I'm in cell number 1 here. So here is the cell number 2. You haven't got actually many cells here. You've got 3, 4, 5 in this row. So beautiful to see this. Something going back to some 150 years of time. And for me, it's not just, I'm always fascinated by history. And of course, when it comes to English history, too much interest in that. And so you've got 5 on the other side and 5 cells here. This is one of the cells, and in fact, it's very tall. The building is very tall, but I think that some sort of restoration had been taken place. This is not the original way it looks. So I'll show you the original way it looked when it was constructed back in 1850s or 1860s. So into another area, hall. So the history of Naduvattam jail. So here it is, Naduvattam jail. So this is called Naduvattam jail. The original appearance when it was constructed back in on the 8th of July 1864, M.G. McIver, superintendent, had applied to the British government for 500 convicts to work on the government. So that's the history of this jail. So that's the original appearance when it was constructed back in 1865 or 9 or so. And the present, some sort of alteration had taken place. So here, settlements, Robert Markham. Beautiful. And when I look back to, diving back into history, what I feel is I just admire these chaps who came in here a century and a half ago when we didn't have much of transportation facilities other than the, sea-going vessels. Other than that, we haven't had much of transportation, much of technology, communication, nothing. But still, they came in all the way from a different continent and settled here and constructing a jail. My gosh, comparing that, actually, we are doing nothing even these days. Oh boy, something fascinating. So I think that's a good lesson for all of us. Looking to thrive in all conditions. And let me tell you, chaps, There are so many important tourist places, historical places worth visiting here. So you can actually have a good look at some historical areas and some churches and prisons and many other. In fact, I haven't visited so many, but I would do that. So have a good time.